sorts of stuff, and I'm gonna reuse them now to hold these craft supplies. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look, there's like a spiral in there. I love these. Oh, there's so many. Look how pretty. I'm making kind of a mess. That's okay. These are so nostalgic. I haven't played with sequins like this since I was a little kid. I've been collecting little containers to use for my sewing supplies, like Altoids tins and stuff. And I had the idea to decorate them. I saw people on social media decorating like pill bottles and bookmarks and books and things, and I was like, that looks so fun. And I never I just haven't played with any of that stuff since I was a kid, like sequins and stickers, foam stickers. I got some of those to show you, and beads. I got a bunch of beads. Let me dump this. Oh, it's making a mess. It's okay. Good thing I used the big jar. Look at this one. It's so big. It's so pretty. It's it's pink. This'll be fun to play with these. I'll try to bang the excess out a little later when it won't be so loud. Let me scoop the rest of these in. That's my cat in the room with us, Mona. I think I cut myself off, so I want to decorate these little containers. And I wanted to store them in jars. I had all these jars to use up, and I just thought that would be more interesting because I want to eventually put some shelves in my office and put my crafting supplies on them. And I just thought it would look really cool to have these jars of supplies. And I gotta say, I think this looks cool. I love that I basically have a jar of glitter and shiny things. I don't have lids for these jars right now. I have to get some. But it's gonna be okay because for right now they're just gonna be in a cabinet, so they don't really have to have lids. But I will get some soon. Okay, next I have these foam stickers. Zoom in so you can see them a little bit better. They're glittery. There's white, silver, and gold. So let's cut them open. There's 45 of them in here. My scissors are kind of dull, I'm realizing. Might just be time for new ones. I got all this stuff at Walmart today, which prices also because I thought maybe, I feel like they usually have craft stuff, but I just didn't like anything that they had. I know I'm doing this in the least efficient way, but I want to get like a good mix of these stars in the jar. They're sticking to the bag a little bit. I love these. Oh, can you hear that crinkly sound? Ooh, okay. Little jam jar full of stars. Cute. Okay, the next thing I got is these stick-on gemstones. They're clear. There's different sizes. I am not going to put these in a jar, but I just wanted to show you. I'll probably put these with my craft papers and things. I have like a little collection of papers that I will use, so put those to the side. And then next are the beads. So I got this kit, a friendship jewelry kit, unicorn friendship jewelry, with a bunch of supplies because I liked the mix of the beads, and it was honestly cheaper. If I wanted to get a good mix of beads, it was cheaper to get it in this set than just like individually. Also, this is very nostalgic, these little like kids craft kits. I'm just cutting it open off camera here because I need more space. Oh, it takes me back. I used to love making friendship bracelets, and I had a whole collection of beads and stuff as a kid. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a lot harder to get off than I thought because they taped it all over the place and the plastic is really flimsy. So anytime I like moved it or bent it at all, the beads would like fly everywhere. So we finally got it open. So let's see what's in here. We have a bunch of embroidery floss, basically, is what this is. String for making friendship bracelets, which I'm positive I will find a use for. Then we have this. What is that? Is it stretchy? Yeah, this is like elastic thread. Silver and white. I'm sure I will find a use for that. And now the beads. Let's look at this cute little bead case. Very cute. I don't want to actually use this bead case because it's too small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna repackage what's in here into the jars, and these beads together, you might want to stop watching now if that is the case, because that is what is going to happen. So, let me think how I want to do this. I have 4 jars. I think I'm going to put all of the alphabet beads in one jar together. Because that makes sense to me. And I don't really care that there's some square ones and some round ones. That's fine. I wish I didn't have to do this with a big band-aid on my finger, but I was crafting the other day and my hand slipped and I cut myself. You might be able to hear my partner moving around. He's not even close to me in this house, but for some reason the sound just carries really well here. It's an old house and it's got huge gaps under the doors. And we're just gonna have to live with it. I hope it doesn't ruin your relaxation, but if it does, I apologize. I have other videos that you can watch that won't be as loud. Okay, I'm back. So I got all of the letter beads in this jar. And I think what I'm gonna do now is just put the rest of the beads all together in a big jar. And then I will have, if I want to spell something out, I'll have those beads here, and then the other beads will just be a fun mix. And then before I put them all together, I just wanted to point out these little charm beads that I think are super cute. So we have a unicorn, a pink unicorn with yellow glitter stars in it. Super cute. Then we have a rainbow, a glittery rainbow. Love that. And then we have this little heart that is like tie-dye, and it feels like clay. I think it's made out of clay. It's super cute. So I think I'll probably just put those in the big bead jar too. And I'm gonna use this jar, and I won't make you sit through me doing that, but I'll show you the end result. Back again. Before I mix them all together, I thought I would just show you what we're working with here. So we have these little metallic gold and silver beads, and then these all have like a metallic shimmer to them. And we have all the colors of the rainbow in these kind of bigger round beads. And then we have these smaller pastel round beads, and then these pastel kind of hexagon, they have like ridges on them, and they have a metallic shimmer. And then we have more silver and gold beads, and then we have these pearls, and then we have more pastel round beads, and then we have those pastel in, they're like squared off on the sides, and they're a little bit bigger. And then we have these pastel colors that are a little bit richer and a little bit different than the other ones, and they're like more square. So these are the beads that came in the kit. Now I'm gonna put them all together. See you soon. Okay, so here's our finished bead jar. Well, I might get some more to add to it that are like different colors. I'd like some richer, not just pastels, but it's really pretty having the sparkles mixed in. I think that's really pretty. So we've got our colorful bead jar, our letter bead jar, our stars, and then our I don't know, glitter confetti jar. And I will be getting lids for all of these very soon. But thank you for watching, everybody. I hope this brought some calm to your day, and I'll see you in my next video.